Remaote Labs. The VLE was designed using Moodle open source platform, and was hosted at PSUT servers, which can be accessed via the link http://mori-vle.psut.edu.jo. The home page of the VLE gives a description of the project as well as access information. The environment of the VLE and its content including the e-learning courses, traditional courses, remote labs, surveys, and other information recommended for the user such as news, announcements, attentions, etc. are displayed after logging in. Students can view all the 15 experiments in the remote labs by visiting the main title of the content. The equipment of remote labs are hosted in 4 different universities that are PSUT, HU, MOTA, and JUST. Any experiment can be accessed by clicking on its name. After clicking on the experiment name, students find a full description about that experiment, steps how the experiment works, and a series of steps how to deal with the experiment kit. The description contains videos, charts, graphs, downloaded documents, etc. After reading the experiment description and how it works, students will be prompted for scheduling process. Every student will book a time slot. He or she can check the duration of time for the experiment booked, the number of allowed sessions, and a list of all booked sessions. The student has to wait for the experiment to start. This is the main interface of the available experiments. A live webcam streaming of the kit is shown on the top right corner of the screen. A brief description of the main hardware available in this kit and a flowchart for the user interface are also shown. This screen shows the user interface of the experiment. Student can start working with the available controls, such as turning on off light sources and reading currents, voltages, room temperature, etc. The student has to return to the description of the experiment to check how it works and how to obtain the results. Students can observe the response of the kit as a result of changing controls shown on the user interface by looking at the webcam live streaming of the kit. For example, students can watch the light becoming on after turning on the light source number 2 on the user interface. At the end of the experiment and before finishing the session, students have to assure that everything is done correctly. Then, he or she can download the results by clicking on the Save button. A copy for the student can be saved on his or her desktop and another copy is sent to the instructor for comparison and grading purposes. Then, the student can open an Excel file containing the results he or she obtained during the execution of the experiment in graphical and tabulated formats. The student can further analyze the results as required by the experiment's manual and the instructor's directions, before finally submitting the report of this experiment.